What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I know I'm late at posting a video this week, but I wanted to come back with these super cute kawaii junk nails. I'm in love with the way these came out. I've been on like that smaller like cute nail charm vibe lately, so yeah, I'm obsessed with the way these came out. Today we're just going to be jumping right into the tutorial. So yeah, I did go ahead and apply those long ballerina like coffin nail tips off camera. I have usually like everything I use for nail prep and everything linked in the description box under my Amazon store, if you're wondering. But yeah, anyways, I applied 2 coats of Mia Secret primer and I did dehydrate with some isopropyl alcohol. And as you can see, I have a little bit of pink acrylic on my nails. You're gonna want to apply like either some clear acrylic or something onto your nails before you go in with colored acrylics to protect them. But yeah, I wanted a very light blue like shimmer as the base on these nails, because I feel like it looks really pretty with all of the charms, like once all the charms are on with like that little hint of shimmer in the background. So I actually have this color from Glitter Bells that I haven't ever used. It's called Blue Jelly and it's a blue glitter jelly acrylic. But what I'm doing is I'm kind of like just sharing it out like a lot more to get the color that I got. So I'm going for more of that light blue jelly effect rather than a darker blue. You can really make this color like dark, but to share it out, I'm working with the color wetter and just applying a small bead onto the nail and just like brushing it over the tip really quick, and that's how you get a more sheer look. And then for the top color, I'm gonna be doing like a quick little ombre, nothing like major. I just kind of more so wanted to cover up my nail beds with this color. So I'm using a color from Valentino Beauty Pure. It's called Lustrous Pink and it's a very pretty light nude pink, almost just like a nude, but there's like a hint of pink, and it does have a little bit of shimmer in it. So I'm also working with this color wet so it blends like really nicely into the jelly color. You might have to go in with more than one bead just to make it like a little bit more pigmented, because this color is slightly sheer in itself and it needs like a couple beads to build it up or whatever. I'm also using my new acrylic brush from Dashboard Beauty. This one is in the size 12. I love this brush because it's like such the perfect size. It doesn't like pick up too much acrylic, just the right amount. I hate those like really overly thick brushes that just pick up so much monomer and so much acrylic that by the time you know it, you're like refilling your dish 100 times with monomer. Like, no, we're not doing that. So yeah, I really love these brushes. I do have this one in my Amazon store as well if you want to check it out. If you're looking for a good acrylic brush, it is also a Kolinsky brush. I did review it in one of my Christmas set videos. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll link it somewhere in the cards. You just click the little eye in the top right and it will bring you to the video. So yeah, now that the base on the nails is done, I'm gonna go ahead and encapsulate them with Mia Secret clear acrylic. I did make the layers thin obviously when I was applying the base down, so the reason I'm using the clear is to kind of like build up the structure of the nails and of course protect that ombre. Encapsulating it will help do that so you don't really like file through your blend or anything like that. So as you can see, I usually start with my first bead towards the bottom half of the nail, the free edge of the nail, to build up the structure at the free edge of the nail. And then my second bead, I place it at the smile line, and where like the tip and the natural nail meet basically. And I use that bead to start building my apex. So I'm focusing the acrylic in the area that I put it in. I love doing the 3 bead method. I kind of think of the nail in 3 parts. So it's like 3 sections, and the last bead is usually the bead that I finish building the apex with. And this method always works well for me. Of course, you can look at your nail to see if you need to add in any more acrylic, but yeah, usually you get the perfect apex doing it this way. Sometimes you do have to add more if you're like using different kinds of glitters or whatever like that. So yeah, like I said, the last bead is usually my cuticle bead, and you do want to turn your nail to the side in case you have to like brush out the acrylic to make sure there's like no lumps or anything. I usually try to do that as well. But yeah, like I was saying, the last bead is the cuticle bead, and I use that to finish building my apex. So when I place the acrylic down, I kind of work it up into the cuticle area instead of placing it right at the cuticle area, so it doesn't like flood my cuticles or whatever. And as you can see, just blending it down into that second bead, it really gives you a nice apex, like the perfect apex. And when I do place a bead down, I always like work with it. I always tell everybody not to just slap your beads down and move on to the next one, because doing so causes the acrylic to stay wet, and when acrylic is still wet, it tends to spread. So if you're using your brush to take in the sides of the acrylic and everything like that, like constantly patting the sides, you'll keep the shape of your acrylic, so that when you go to file, it's not like a bunch of bulk that you're filing off, if that makes any sense. By the way, if you're wondering why I have a band-aid on my thumbnail, it's because my whole entire nail came off the other day. Like, yes, I have like literally no thumbnail. I was opening an Amazon box and like it lifted my nail, and I thought originally that it only like, you know, lifted a little bit, but when I actually went to remove my nail, like the whole thing was like off, like just the very tip of it didn't come off. So yeah, RIP to my thumbnail. Sorry guys, but this is gonna be a 9 nail channel for a little while, because I cannot put anything on. And it's really my fault that this happened, because that nail has been damaged for a while and it was already kind of lifted at the tip, but me being stubborn, I was still like putting a nail on it. And then, like I said, I went to go open that package and it just like, yeah, it got caught on the wrong thing and that thing just lifted up, and now I have no nail. Luckily it didn't come all the way off at the tip, so hopefully it will grow back soon. But usually, unfortunately, your thumbnail is the nail that takes the longest to grow back out of all your nails, of course. But part of me is glad that it was my thumbnail and not another nail, because I can easily hide that, because I don't really show my thumbnails in the video anyway, especially on my right hand. Like, I'm usually working on my other hand, like my non-dominant hand, so usually I'm not really doing work on it. And then when I take photos or videos, yeah, I'm not really showing my thumbs, so luckily I could kind of like get it out of the way, like hide it for a little while. But yeah, I can't believe my whole nail came off. But like I said, if your nail is damaged in any kind of way, you should not put any nails on it. Like, that was my own fault for doing that, because I'm like hard-headed and I know that I'm not supposed to do that, but I just like hate not having nails on all of my nails. I'm weird like that. So yeah, that was my fault. I did it to myself. So yeah, RIP to my little thumbnail. But anyways, as you can see, I started filing the nails. I'm debulking them right now. I'm using my Melody Susie MR5 nail drill, and excuse my like raggedy dust collector. My filter is like disgusting, so I do need to like replace that. And I actually do have a new dust collector that I'll be reviewing finally, and it's freaking pink, so I'm excited about that one. But yeah, I actually received it after this video, so this will probably be the last time you'll be seeing this dust collector too, because yeah, I know we're all probably tired of that. I've had this for a while, like you can't even see the words on it anymore. Like, it's time to retire it, okay? But anyways, I'm using my Melody Susie MR5 nail drill and the medium grit ceramic drill bit that comes with it, and I'm debulking. So I usually start around the cuticle area, and I get that down really low to seal it, and then I go like side to side, smoothing over the entire nail. You can use your finger to feel over the nail, make sure it's smooth, like there's no lumps. And then of course file along the sides and everything like that underneath the nail. And then I usually take my hand file and file my nails. So these are like the ballerina shape nail tips. So to get that shape, and since they're pre-shaped kind of, and I kind of redefine the shape with my drill, I just take my hand file and hold it at an angle and file in towards the tip of the nail. And that's how you keep that shape, and you just keep filing in, I guess, until you're satisfied with the overall shape and width of the nail. I do file over the surface if I miss any bumps or anything with my drill. To file the free edge, I usually hold my file at an angle and then file straight across, or you can file up and down, whatever works. And after that, I just go in and buff over the surface of all of the nails, and this will help smooth out the rough edges and everything like that, and also the scratches. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start applying the charms. My camera did actually cut off before I went ahead and buffed the nails, but I did buff the nails like I said to make sure they were nice and smooth. So yeah, I'm doing a Kawaii junk set, which means you just put like a bunch of really cute nail charms on your nails, and it looks like super kawaii and cute and stuff like that. So I'm using some Beetles rhinestone gel to attach my nail charms. So I'm using various different like nail charms and some like Fimo shapes, also some little flat back Swarovski crystals and stuff like that. So the whole idea of this kind of set is to be kind of random with it, but I am keeping in mind like kind of like color coordination, if that makes any sense. So I'm kind of sticking with obviously gold and also blues, pinks, and like purple type of tones when I go ahead and pick my charms. I also have some like iridescent ones, just because like I went ahead to add like a yellow charm on one of the nails and like it just wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. So I decided to stick with like those colors that I mentioned because I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like it looked good together. Maybe because the base on the nails is blue and the yellow or whatever other color that I tried to put on there was kind of like throwing the whole vibe off. So yeah, I'm kind of keeping in mind those kind of colors while I'm working. So most of these nail charms that I'm using are linked in my Amazon store if you are wondering. So yeah, you can go ahead and check that out if you're interested in any of them. So I do have this like a whole entire charm set with like iridescent teddy bears and bows. So I'm definitely using some of those. I also have some little designer nail charms and some teddy bear charms. They're like that kind of like metal alloy type, which I do end up top coating those so they don't lose their coating. They tend to do that after washing your hands. I actually top coated all of the stones and the Fimo shapes just to be on the safe side, especially the beaded nail charms that I'm using because those will lose their coating as well. So yeah, I'm also using the beaded ones. Like I said, little like heart Fimo shapes. I also have some butterfly charms, of course some Hello Kitty ones because I love Hello Kitty. What is a kawaii set without some Hello Kitty on there? And then yeah, lastly I do have some little crown Fimo shapes and also like some blue and purple Swarovskis that I got from Michael's and some neon ones that I had in my collection. I don't really remember where I got them from, but I'll see if I can find them and link them in my Amazon store. But yeah, it's like a totally random set, just applying like as many charms onto the nails as you can, and I don't know, I just love the way they came out. It's like not a difficult look, but it just looks so cute like in the end. And I like the smaller charm vibe. Don't get me wrong, I do like bigger nail charms, but like I feel like the small ones are really cute, especially with this kind of look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But as you can see, that yellow one was just, it threw everything off. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stick with like these colors because it just looked better, as you can see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments of this set. I would love to know your thoughts. If you could also leave me a like before you leave, I would really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe, because I post tutorials and reviews every week. And make sure you hit the little bell to get notified when I do upload. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you're not following me on TikTok and Instagram, make sure you go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.